Hello and welcome to this video from Effective Websites. In order to understand why we like and use Joomla for our websites and why we think that you should strongly consider it for your website, you have to go back to a time when we had probably one of the very worst, ugliest, and least credible websites ever. No kidding, it was awful. I could go on at some length telling you just how terrible it was, but all I'll say is this. The only thing worse than having no website is having a bad one. Because this one was such an embarrassment, we decided to take it offline and start all over from scratch. We got some really great feedback from people in our organization who said that it had to be easy enough for a person with little or no technical experience to maintain. We didn't want something that you had to be tech savvy to keep up because none of us were tech savvy. This was at a time when the going rate for creating a website was around $60 an hour, and at the time we couldn't even afford minimum wage to get it done. We wanted the work to be done when we needed it done, not put on somebody's schedule for a time when they had the time to do it. This brings up the whole matter of independence. We wanted to be able to maintain control over our website, and we wanted to be independent of having outside organizations do it for us for a cost. It had to offer lots of flexibility. It had to grow as we grew, and it had to be future-proof. We needed support from not only the hosting company, but we needed also support from the template company, and that support had to be free. We needed around 40 email addresses. We also needed unlimited mail storage space. With our other website, we'd been having a lot of downtime. We needed better uptime. We wanted something that had a wide knowledge base, which meant that the proprietary stuff was out because it would just cost us too much to maintain. We didn't want any third-party advertising. There was no telling what things could show up on our web page. And with all the talk about hacking, not only back then, but also today, we wanted an enterprise level of security. Like everybody, we wanted to be found. We wanted search engine optimization, or SEO. We didn't want to have a cookie-cutter site. By that, I mean that we didn't want a site that looked just like 1,000 other sites. We wanted something where we could maintain a template and change it around and make it unique to us. We wanted something that would update automatically. Then, after a bunch of false starts, dead ends, and rabbit holes, we discovered Joomla. We started noticing that Joomla was being used by a lot of people. Here are just some of them. It's been downloaded over 35 million times, and it's now the backbone for millions and millions of websites. And the security on it is such that over 3,200 governments are using it for their websites even as we speak. One of the things we really appreciated about Joomla is that it's free. And I mean really free. It does not cost anything. It is highly customizable, which means that you can use the same template as thousands of others and make it uniquely yours. It was easy to learn, which meant that we were no longer dependent on code monkeys who drove beamers. It was extremely powerful to do almost everything that we asked of it and extremely flexible. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to go to the Joomla Extensions directory. Here we are in Joomla Extensions. There are over 10,000 different extensions which are available to Joomla users. Let me just show a few of them to you. When it comes to calendars and events, there are over 170 that are available. You click on it, and what you'll find is that page after page after page of options comes up. Sometimes organizations need to sell hats and t-shirts and tickets to events. That's where your e-commerce category comes in. You'll find a multimedia category in case you want to include video or audio or both in your website. Do you want to include images? Let me just click on photos and images to give you an idea. Now, some of these are paid, many are free. Most will have demos to show you what you can expect in advance. If you don't find exactly what you're looking for, you can go up to search within your results. You can add tags. You can look for it based on what kind it is, the compatibility. We will be using Joomla 3. Whether it's free or paid, whether or not it has a demo, and it'll help narrow down your search, because with hundreds of different options, narrowing down your search is important. Now, we found that it was pretty easy for people who'd never put together a website before. But now, having said that, is not to say that we didn't have lessons to learn. But what we found was that there were really only a couple of truly hard parts about Joomla. We didn't know where to get resources. We didn't know what kind of a workflow would be important. By workflow, I mean when to do what tasks. This is where Effective Websites comes in for you. We can save you a lot of time by helping you with videos that will show you what to do, when to do it, and in the order that you need to do it. That's why we like Joomla. We think that you should use it to build your website just like we use it to build all of ours. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.